Alright, hello! I am back. For better or for worse. Um, Welcome to another devlog. It's been 2 weeks. Maybe I want to put them out a little bit more frequently. Um, but, yeah, I just, getting work done and stuff isn't easy. It's got a Discord notification. Should have turned on Do Not Disturb. Shut up. Oh yeah, actually, that was a good time to introduce Moai Man. Um, I really wanted him to be a special guest, but we just couldn't figure out a time. But I assure you that next time he will be a guest. And oh yeah, I'm using a new mic. Sorry for torturing you guys with the last one. From now on, I will be using a better mic. I got a better screen recorder and all that. And yeah, let's just jump in right into it. So I have been working on one of the very notable things that I did. Was introduce start using scriptable objects. And scriptable objects are just really good for they're essentially data containers that are really good for things like cards where we're going to be introducing hundreds of cards. And these are really nice. They're a lot better than prefabs. They're just right now all we have is a name, description, artwork, and cost because it's just all not easy. But you can easily attach an attack or attack or whatever, attack or health or whatever. Um, oh yeah, I don't know if I said this the last one, but yeah, we've set up the collaboration thing. Um, Everything is working as completely fine with the collaboration. The only thing that's not working fine is I need my workers to get a little bit more motivation. um, let's just give it a playtest to jog the old memory. Um, we added two cards. We have a winged waffle, which is one of our cards. A little bit of throwback. And then we just have Shrek as another just a testing card. Um, Took a while, but we can move them around. We can drag them, inspect. Oh, that's not working. Something's wrong. Well, I guess I have to fix that. But yeah, we made it so that you can drag them around. There's a little animation again. You click them, you get the description. As you just see, there's a little bit of a bug I need to fix, where when you drag them onto the spawn point, it would show up as something different. I did this by doing like an ID thing where there's a float of an ID whatever, and when you click it, it would scan for the ID, and in the description display, if the ID is 1, you go Wing Waffle. ID is 2, you go Shrek, and these are the two obviously the two scriptable objects that we have. And yeah, um something that was really hard, and it just took me like a week to fix. It's really nothing that big, but something that I just couldn't seem to fix was when you place the thing to look at the inspector, and that literally isn't working right now. But it was all because of the some stupid thing with the blocks raycasts, and it was all just hard. And yeah, I'm just rambling at this point. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks, and that's literally all we've gotten done. Right now, I am trying to work on the actual turn-based system with damage and stuff, and obviously I'm using this. Bracky is just so epic. And yeah, this takes so much more work. Like something as simple as dragging and dropping and clicking on something for like a description can be really hard, especially when you need to set everything up for for adding so many cards. And our my system is obviously extremely flawed. Like having to add a new ID and everything is just terrible when you want to pump out a bunch of cards. But at least it works for multiple card compatibility. Thankfully. And which definitely was a problem. Multiple card compatibility wasn't easy to start doing, but and yeah, that was just through a wrench in all the plans. But we got it set up, and I'm gonna say like it's nothing, but once we do the turn stuff, and maybe we could like add enemy cards so we can test out damage. We could actually start porting in all of the cards that we're thinking up on this dock. And yeah, we have a heck of a lot of ideas. On the rule as the rule side is going, we thought of a few things. Our phase and our phase and turn system is a little bit different than most card games, but I'm not gonna tell you about that right now. We have something called massive passives. They're not quite classes. I mean, I guess they kind of are. But they don't affect the game too much. They're just a passive that's always there. That's just set before a game, and they're just abilities that sometimes pop up. And we added another thing called scrap organs. That's just a work in progress name, where when a card dies, it drops an organ, quote unquote, and it goes into both players' hands and acts as a buff. I don't know. It might work out, but none of this is ever gonna get on its feet unless we sort out the whole Unity situation. And yeah, this is all great, and I think all this stuff is doable, but definitely trying to get the multiplayer stuff working is going to be very hard. So we're thinking these are just things far in the future. We want to do multiplayer, and there's another problem with servers. And then there's things like porting it onto mobile, which would be really fun, I think. And then there's other things like what were some other things? I actually don't know. Oh, other things like pass and play, which is something where you can for two players can play on one device, which I think is really cool. Um there's so much stuff. There's like we're never going to stop finding things that we can add. But yeah, we really need to pick up the pace. We've finally set up like our rules. Right now the team is consists of 5 people, one of which does nothing. There's me. I just do most of the work. Right now I got to whip them into shape, but uh actually I can pull up the server right now. It's a card game server. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's me, Obo Man, and then there's Derek. There's Derek Ozon. These are just the other contributors. They do coding and rules and cards and whatever. And then we have Sax Boy's name's anyways. And he does that and he does all the audio, the sound design and stuff, which I think is sick, and like we're starting to think of some cool like themes and stuff to do. And then we have our artist that isn't really an artist because can you really call him an artist if you don't do art? But yeah, we're definitely not at the point where we can start implementing art because there's just so much more to do in terms of coding. But and we already have a fair bit of art that we did back like months ago that's just stored up in our vaults. And but once we start rolling out more and more cards and our game actually starts working, definitely everyone's gonna start like hopping on the train. But right now we're kind of in the boring phase of setting up the really basics things that like are surprisingly hard. And we can always add sounds. We've already actually done sounds. Let me play that for you. If this is gonna work. Oh yeah, this is working. Actually, you might not be able to hear this. Anyways, but yeah, yeah, that's about it. I really like these devlogs and think they're really fun. I'll maybe roll them out once a week now, but they're gonna be definitely a lot shorter. I don't even know how long this one's been going for, but yeah, it's sad how little work we can get done in a week. But um, yeah, it's about it. Uh, goodbye.